the city, and I'm just happy to see them doing well. And they are going to get into the playoffs, and maybe they get a good matchup and they can advance. But for now, they're exceeding everyone's expectations, and they're playing extremely well.
Yeah, I think the idea that they could perhaps shock a few people in the playoffs would be amazing. It would also add to what Mike Brown's been able to do this season. And it's a year in which we're seeing a lot of great coaching, but it's never too early. Coach of the year, would you give it to Mike Brown, Chandler?
He's up there. It's hard to go against him. It's tough. I like JB Bickerstaff in Cleveland. I like Malone in Denver. Can Jock Bond get Coach of the Year for what he's done in that turnaround there? There's a lot of guys that are doing a good job, but Mike Brown is right there with the transition he's made, with just a complete culture change. The way they have, you see the clips of him, interacting with the players. It's fun, and it's a happy time, and it's positive, and that has a lot to do with Mike Brown's presence there. But you could go one of many ways, but yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, Willie Green's up there too. It's gonna be a tough race. I mean, he's deserving as well, but if Willie Green gets the 1 seed, the 2 seed, it's gonna be hard to argue against that. Jock Vaughn, like you mentioned, for all the reasons we talked about before. I like the Malone mention as well. This is a team that is supposed to be good, but you get credit for that as well. You get credit for making your team even better, and they're already supposed to be good. It's a tight race, Joe Mazzulla. I was actually talking to Shams about this the other day, and we thought it might be a 2-guy race, but Mike Brown is right there, and deservingly so. And I'm happy he's getting this. I'm happy he's getting this kind of like second life in the NBA as he sat back as an assistant. Remember, his Lakers tenure ended, and people were not excited about that. Obviously, he had the Cavs run, and people were wondering if he could win the big game and all that stuff. So his time with the Warriors obviously worked out well for him. And now he's getting his chance, and he's showing what he is. He's one of the better coaches in the league.
We did text about that the other day, Eddie, and I kind of slept on Mike Brown, but that's one of the best stories in the league for sure. So when you look at Willie Green, Jock Vaughn, Mike Brown, Mike Malone, JB Bickerstaff, I mean, that's probably your top 5 right there when you look at Coach of the Year rankings as of now.
I mean, it all makes sense because we're talking about any given team could take away either conference. And so I feel like given that, then there are a lot of coaches that are up for grabs as well. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the latest on Kevin Durant from Shams and which Hornet is heating up the trade market. When Run It Back returns.